Hi everyone. Today we're talking retinol, we're talking retinoic acid. I'm explaining the differences between all forms of vitamin A, and also stick around towards the end of this tutorial. I'm going to be teaching you how to make this, which I call gold cream, guys, and this does so much for your skin. And the active ingredient in this is my new favorite skincare active, beta carotene, and I'm going to explain to you why beta carotene is such a great form of vitamin A, guys. So sounds like something you beautiful ones at home would be interested in. Stick around. The most important thing to remember, guys, when using any vitamin A product is that the skin will only accept and use retinoic acid. That's the pure form of vitamin A, and it is the active ingredient in retin-A, sorry. It's also called tretinoin. I'll write these all down here, and I'll also link everything used in today's tutorial in the description. So yeah, basically the skin will only accept retinoic acid. So anything that comes before that, retinol, retinol palmitate, any other forms of vitamin A have to be converted by the skin to retinoic acid for the retinol or retinoic acid receptors in the skin to be able to recognize it and use it. So, and that's important to know, guys, because of course the amount of steps that a vitamin A product has to go through before it arrives at retinoic acid depends or dictates rather the efficacy of the formulation. So think about it logically. You've got like a ladder. At one end of the ladder is retinoic acid, and along the steps are various forms of vitamin A. Right up this end, so far away from retinoic at this end, is retinol palmitate or retinol acetate. These are ester forms of vitamin A. I won't go into detail about what they are now. And then there's retinol or retinal. I'll write these down here as well. Retinaldehyde, that's another word for retinal. Have to go through various different stages before they arrive at retinoic acid too. And hence, the further they are along that ladder away from retinoic acid, the weaker the product is. So we need to get as close to retinoic acid as possible. Retinoic acid or tretinoin or retin-A cream, gel or lotion, whatever form it comes in, is considered the gold standard amongst anti-aging in skincare. However, it comes with loads of side effects, guys. It can cause redness, erythema, which is localized redness on the skin, soreness. It makes your skin so sensitive to sunlight, thus making the search for an alternative, an effective alternative, necessary. As some of my subscribers will know, I don't like retinol, I don't like retin-A creams. However, I have found an alternative, but I'll tell you first of all why I don't like retin-A. I used to live in Hong Kong about 15-20 years ago, and there you can buy retin-A over the counter, all strengths. So I think the strongest it comes in at is 0.5%. Could be wrong, have been before, will be again. But yeah, so the strongest form of retin-A is 0.5%. As I say, in Asia, you can buy it over the counter. Joseph, in his wisdom, went into the pharmacy and bought himself 3 or 4 tubes of all different strengths of retin-A cream, started applying them. Within about 2 or 3 weeks, my skin had broken out. I was covered in spots, far worse than my skin had ever looked. And my skin was crusty, dry and nasty, basically. And so, of course, I stopped using it, and my spots cleared up possibly within a couple of weeks afterwards. My skin certainly recovered from the redness and crusting. I have the same issues with retinol, guys. Retinol is exactly the same as retin-A for my skin. For some reason, my skin doesn't like retin-A or retinol products, so I had to find an alternative which doesn't irritate the skin at all, and I found it. The ingredient I'm talking about, guys, is beta carotene. And the clue's in the name, beta carotene. Carotenoids are provitamins, which means they're the stage before the vitamins. So you've got provitamin B5, so on and so forth. So provitamin A is beta carotene, which converts readily to retinoic acid on the skin. However, we need to go back to our analogy of the ladder. Think about it, retinoic acid this end, vitamin A acetate, vitamin A palmitate this end. Somewhere in the middle, we've got retinol and retinaldehyde, which is what beta carotene is made up of. However, retinol itself, it has no antioxidant properties, whereas retinaldehyde and beta carotene are loaded with antioxidants, for making that the first plus. The second bonus of using something like beta carotene is that on our step ladder, retinol has to go through 2 phases or 2 stages to convert to retinoic acid on the skin, whereas beta carotene has to go through just one. beta-carotene has to convert to retinaldehyde and then to retinoic acid, whereas retinol has to go through two steps, thus making retinol slightly weaker than beta-carotene, thus making beta-carotene as effective or more effective than retinol to reduce signs of aging on our skin. And the third bonus of having using beta-carotene as opposed to retinol is irritation potential. Retinol will irritate all skins, guys, whether it's gram-active retinol or any of the forms of retinol, whereas beta-carotene just won't, guys. You can use as much beta-carotene as you want, as regularly as you want, and it just doesn't irritate the skin at all. Also, guys, something like a beta-carotene cream or cream with beta-carotene in is far, far, far more stable than retinol. Retinol is light sensitive, it's oxygen sensitive, whereas beta-carotene is not. So we can use that regularly and as often as we want in formulas without having to take precautions to protect it within the formula. Something like my gold cream here is loaded with beta-carotene and will do exactly the same as retinol on the skin, albeit in a far, far, far more gentle way and much more effective because it's much closer to retinoic acid on our ladder. Beta-carotene is far more accessible than retinol. It's far, far cheaper as well, guys, making it an ideal solution to use as an alternative in a skin cream for retinol. And it never ceases to amaze me, guys, how many beauty companies ignore beta-carotene and its superb benefits for skin and its low irritation potential. They go for retinol every time, and retinol irritates skin. It causes redness, makes skin vulnerable to sunlight, whereas beta-carotene does none of that. And personally, I think, guys, something like beta-carotene will catch on in the end, and that all big beauty brands will be using beta-carotene based moisturizers, serums and so on, because it does so much for the skin without any irritation at all. But I think what I'll do, guys, is I'll show you how to make this one, the gold cream, just to show you it is actually the one he has in his hand, and then we'll meet on the other side to talk about benefits, use, so on and so forth. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Right, beautiful ones, here's how we make gold cream with beta-carotene, the brand new alternative to retinol. You'll need a bottle of mineral oil, a bag of emulsifying wax. We'll also need a jug with 100 ml of hot water in. You'll need a bowl to do the mixing in, guys, and of course a spoon to mix with. Now this is the cream phase to the formula, guys. We'll add the beta-carotene later on. This is basically a white cream recipe, which I'm doing now. This is before I used baby oil, Johnson's baby oil, but the smell was starting to get on my nerves, so I bought a great big bottle of mineral oil, and it's flavourless or fragranceless, fragrance-free. Add 1 tablespoon of wax to the bowl. That's it. You better do that up, Joseph. We know how clumsy you are. Now then, to the emulsifying wax, I'm going to add two tablespoonfuls of mineral oil, guys. You can use any oil you want, vegetable oil, olive oil, coconut oil. Coconut oil tends to be a bit more brittle, guys. I haven't ever made a cream with coconut oil, so I couldn't say whether it works or not, but with vegetable oil and olive oil and so on and so forth, it makes a lovely cream. So into the microwave of this. It's been in the microwave for about 30 seconds, guys. So as you can see, it's melted. That's red hot. Use a Pyrex dish, use all the precautions, guys. And this is why we used hot water. If we use cold water, it would start to set the emulsifying wax immediately with the mineral oil. So that's why we have to use hot water, guys. Just pop it in the microwave for 2 minutes or 1.5 minutes. We're going to add 4 tablespoonfuls of hot water. And you can see the formulation turns white immediately. And that's basically the cream phase done now. You just got to stir it once every 3 or 4 minutes, guys, until it starts to cool and thicken. And then we'll add the beta-carotene. As you can see here, I've speeded it up for just basically so you're not sat there watching me stir, stir, stir. And as I say, you don't have to stir this as regularly as I'm doing it. This is just because I wanted to make sure the cream was perfect for this tutorial. But, you know, go away, leave it, come back, go away, come back. Just keep stirring it every 3 or 4 minutes, guys. And this will really start to thicken up soon, guys. As you can see there, it's starting to thicken. When it starts to stick to the edge of the bowls, you know it's starting to thicken, guys. And that will continue to thicken until you get basically a gorgeous cream. So now we're going to add the beta carotene capsule. Use my my damp J cloth method. I've done a whole tutorial on it, guys, how to soften hard capsules so they're easy to split open. And you see that bright orange colour? That's beta carotene. And that's the magic ingredient in this formula, guys. Cream is starting to form. And it will continue to thicken as the formulation cools down, beautiful ones. So nearly there, guys, not much longer. Apologies for the length of this tutorial, guys. Mine aren't normally as long as this, but I wanted you to understand the joys of this new retinol alternative I found, beta carotene, and how easy it is to incorporate into a skincare cream. So you can always add your essential oils at this stage, guys. Orange goes perfectly well in this formulation, or lavender, rosemary, anything which is skin friendly. And that's how we make gold cream, guys. Now bottle up. I hope you like the tutorial, and I hope you're going to use this cream. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, beautiful ones. So beautiful ones, that's how we make this, the golden cream or gold cream, which has got the alternative to retinol in, the beta carotene, which is closer to the gold standard of anti-aging retinoic acid than actually retinol itself, so it's far more effective. This is an ultra gentle formulation, guys. You can see by the colour of it, it's a bit orangey, but we use 1 capsule of beta carotene in there. You can use half if you find the colour bothersome. I would generally use this at night time, guys. It doesn't really stain stuff, but it certainly transfers onto pillowcases. It just washes out though, guys. It's fat soluble, hence we're using it in a cream. I don't know whether it's alcohol soluble or not. I haven't tried it yet, but I certainly will. Might even be able to make a serum, who knows. And your skin will take the beta carotene, it will convert the molecule of beta carotene on the skin into 2 molecules of retinaldehyde, which is closer to, he said before, yeah, you're waffling now, Joseph. Once you've made your cream, guys, I mean, the tutorial is pretty simple to follow. Just put it into a bottle like this one. This is just one I got from Lush. I've got loads of them. And also, you can also add your essential oil. The essential oil was optional. I just prefer the lovely smell of oranges in that because it just makes the whole thing far more pleasant to use. I use every night, guys. The results of any sort of retinol product are cumulative, so you need to keep using it to see the benefits. You will definitely see benefits from using something like the gold cream. Skin types that can use it, basically all skin types, including sensitive skin, can use something with beta carotene because it is so gentle and so anti-irritant. If any of you beautiful ones at home use a retinol product, I'd love to hear about it. You know, comment in the comment section below. Similarly, if you're going to make this one, let me know how you get on with it. And as always, if there are any other recipes you beautiful ones want me to do, then just comment in the section below and it'll be my pleasure to do them. Before I sign off, guys, I may as well just put some on just to show you how it looks on the skin. So what I'll do is I'll get about that much. That's not very much there, but its formula does spread quite easily. And it just slides on your skin. Put a little bit more on. Pay attention to wrinkles, deeper wrinkles, and they will lessen with time. As you can see, my skin has started to take on a slightly yellowy tone, and beta carotene is the pigment in leaves in autumn. It's the pigment which is responsible for the brown and orange and red glorious colours we see in autumn. That's beta carotene, and now we've put it into a skincare formula which is ultra gentle. It's the new alternative to retinol because it's as effective, if not more effective than retinol, but without all of the side effects. So that's a win-win, isn't it? Just put a little bit more on around my eye area, my cheeks, just so you can see how yellow it actually makes the skin. That's why you should use this at night time, guys. And because I've got facial hair, it clings to my beard and my moustache, so the next morning I have a lovely orange cast to my moustache, which looks gorgeous. Not right, so that's that on, and you just need to apply a thin layer before going to bed, guys. it's your moisturizer, so use a serum prior to using the gold cream, but I don't think it looks bright orange, does it? And that will reduce fine lines, wrinkles, because the retinate, the beta carotene is splitting into two molecules of retinaldehyde, which then boost collagen production, elastin, and all of those youth-giving proteins in the skin. So your skin will thank you for it. It'll look smooth, shiny, younger, and beautiful. All right, guys, that's it for today. If you like today's video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Similarly, do subscribe so you can stay abreast of when I'm uploading new videos. Hit the notification button to all, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely week. Lots of love. Take care. Bye.